Welcome back and thank you for joining us. It's time to open the phone lines. The numbers will be displayed on your screen. You can call us in and also send in a WhatsApp message to share your thoughts. And this morning, we'll be looking at a very critical issue concerning how governors have been able to address the rights of the citizens. Now, as 2025 comes to a close, Nigerians are taking stock of a year of rising living costs, job uncertainties, and increasing pressure on public officials. Today on Daybreak, we ask a question that affects every home. Have governors truly eased the burden of ordinary citizens, or are families still struggling to make ends meet? Now, the Katsina State Governor Maryam recently in an interview urged Nigerians not to place the blame on governors alone. He explained that the federal government receives 52% of the country's monthly federation revenue, leaving only 48% to cover the needs of 36 states and 774 local governments. Now, Governor Radda also emphasized that leadership should be judged individually, not lumped together under sweeping accusations of corruption. He pointed to ongoing capital projects in Katsina State, projects that are already creating jobs for laborers, boosting income for food vendors, and putting money into the pockets of small business owners. Now, these, he says, are efforts to reach citizens at the grassroots. But the question still remains, are these initiatives making a real difference in people's lives? Across the country, families are grappling with high school fees, medical bills, and rising food prices. Parents, traders, and workers alike are asking whether government interventions are actually easing their daily hardships. This morning, we want to hear from you, your experiences, your concerns, and your perspective on whether governors are delivering for their communities. Pick up your phone wherever you are in Nigeria. Do also call us in. Let's hear from you this morning. We really want to get an update, and you, our viewers, will be the one to update us on whether your governors are doing the needful when it comes to providing the basic infrastructure, amenities, and certain things that they need to do as governors for the people. The phone lines are open and the numbers are displayed on your screen. We cannot wait to pick your call this morning. Hauwa, this topic has been on for a good number of time, talking about the performances of governors and what they have been able to do in providing basic infrastructure, amenities for the people. But the big question still remains, are they doing enough? I'd love to hear from you.
You know, one thing I'd like to point out so far, when Nigerians do complain, the first thing we do hear is directed to the federal government straight at this point. So I'm sort of confused when I hear them saying that the governors are not only to be blamed, because to an extent, governors are not called out enough and held accountable.
Absolutely.
But let's take our first caller on the line.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Morning, how are you?
Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your television set. All right, before we proceed, please turn down the volume of your television.
Okay, ma. I do it.
All right, thank you very much.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mohammed Bello, calling from the Local Government in Bauchi State.
All right, good morning, Mohammed. Go ahead, your thoughts.
Yes. So the issue of this Nigerian Plight under the current governors, I can say Nigerians continue to struggle with rising living costs. Yes. Unemployment, insecurity, and inflation. Moreover, the standard of living has fallen in every household, while the government plays policy reforms not held by citizens. We don't understand this type of governance, government and leadership. So it is only when each one comes to talk, maybe we will have a change in the way our citizens are being led. So relief remains more theoretical than practical. always they claim that they do this and they do that, but without any impact to the public.
All right, Mohammed, you said you're calling from Borno State, right?
No, from Sabot State.
Pardon me, from Bauchi State. So now, so far,
yes.
Has the governor of Bauchi State addressed the plight of citizens in the state?
No, what I'm saying is general stance that Nigerians continue to struggle with rising living costs, insecurity, unemployment, and low purchasing power. What the people are collecting as salaries is mere nominal fee, not real income. While the government plans policy reforms not fed by citizens, all the time they will come up with a reform like this of tax reform. What is it for?
All right.
People are supposed to be paid money and they are now being taxed unnecessarily. So it remains more theoretical than practical. And I will emphasize.
All right, then. Thank you for calling in and sharing your thought. I think for us to make this, thank you so much. I think for us to make this more engaging and get more facts, please, when you call in, when you state your name, would love to hear what state you're from, and you give us an update of whether your governor has been doing the needful as to providing, the basic infrastructure, amenities, and sorting out the plight of the citizen. Hauwa, please go ahead. You were about to say something before we got our first caller.
Now, looking at everything that is unraveling at this point, it is very, very understandable to hold governors accountable. Absolutely. Because they're closer to the people at this point. And looking at the percentage, for example, that Governor Dukorat said that the federal government takes 52% of the revenue and 48% goes to the states and local governments. But what has been done so far with that 48%?
Very good
that
question.
Is the question.
Now,
right, let's
we
take
have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, ladies in the house.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is voice of Mr. Paul. I'm calling from Makodi.
Good morning, Mr. Paul. Thank you for calling in. Please kindly go ahead.
Yes, thank you. The question that you are asking this morning. In some states, I think governors are trying, some of them are addressing the infrastructural development, efficiency in Makodi, especially in Benin State. Our governor is working at least to give Makodi a facelift so that we can compete with some other states in Nigeria. But when it comes to direct concerns of citizens, I don't think we are fairly treated. If you observe, for about 2 months ago, I've not been calling on this program in the morning as I used to do. Because in my area where I live, we had transformer issues about 7 years ago, and we are the one that bought the transformer for ourselves, and we have been managing it, paying NEPA bill and the rest. But for the past 2 months now, the transformer back off. It is we, the community members, that donated 80,000 per household to fix up the transformer for ourselves. Up till now, some people have not been able to pay, because if you don't pay, the community will disconnect it, because that money is sourced from somewhere so that we can return it. Those are the type of things that we are supposed to be gaining from our governors that we voted for. But nothing of such. And I'm reporting these days on my own particular area, and that is how it's happening in other places too. Whenever a transformer issue occurs, you'll be the one to buy or replace. After that, you complete to pay NEPA bill. Secondly, in the federal aspect, NTA that we have been working for free for years, it is during this tinubu tenure now that it has become, if you don't recharge, you cannot watch a national television for free. So now I don't know what we are getting from these people. But they will only come and tell us when it is time for election, they will do us where they will do this and that, they will promise even ahead. And at the end of the day is what they want to do that they will do. Not thinking or caring for the citizens. Look at that video that people were showing concerning that lady people that were detained in one state. That lady was crying for food and the rest. What is our government doing is only to collect. Now they are preparing another tax for us in January that we will face. So I think it is one of the people that they will collect from the poor and give to the rich people. Thank you very much. I don't have more to say.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mr.
very
Paul.
much, Mr.
Thank you,
Paul.
Mr. Paul, for calling in. I mean, thankfully, we have seen, some reports right from on this platform, and, we have reporters all over the state, and we see reports as to how some of these governors have not been able to do the needful when it comes to providing basic things for the people in the community. Yes, some governors are doing well. They have been able to create initiatives to provide loans for small business owners, to create initiatives for the youth as well. But then we have Shetima on the line. Hello, Shetima. Good morning. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Maimuna. Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Trust TV family. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shetima Yakulima calling from Adamu.
Good morning, Shetima. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you. Well, Alhamdulillah, we cannot say all the governors were under performance. There is some who have performed extremely well. Honestly speaking, as I cannot more emphasize on my governor here in Borno, but his work can speak for himself, and the citizen can testify this. Professor Zulum have done extremely well. Even now, every Xmas festival, even this very one. Yesterday, he have launched a free transport to take all our Christian brothers to their destinations. Plus 30,000 pocket money and one bag of rice, carton of spaghetti, and I think thermometer. So you see, it is good that way. Because the situation that we find ourselves, we are in extreme hardship, whereby by this gesture can put a smile on the face of a common man. And don't forget, every Ramadan, this gentleman, our professor, is giving our citizens a bag of rice and millet. For preparing for a fast to break your fasting, which we highly recommended him. And if you come to Maiduguri, believe me, if at all you have spent some years without coming to Maiduguri, even if you have born here in Maiduguri and grown up here in Maiduguri, if you come, you get confused. It's hardly for you to trace your words, because of the development that he come with. So honestly speaking, some of the governors, they have been trying, like governors of Kano State, governors of Kaduna, governor of Gombe, they are all trying. We are hoping and praying to have governors like this one, and that is why I'm always saying, in the APC, our growth with the APC is not all of them. There is backache among them, and which we are ready to fish them out one after another come 2027, so that they can give way to those who are ready to deliver. All our prayers and hope is the betterness of our citizens and our country to grow better. And we are praying for that. We are praying for that. We hope and pray. And next election will produce more credible, more active politicians, more than the one that we have now. And we are praying for peace of Nigeria, and we are praying for betterness of our citizens. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much for calling in and sharing your thoughts.
It is absolutely understandable that you cannot generalize the fact that some governors are not doing what they're supposed to do in their states. There are other governors that are doing as much as they can so far in states. Some highlighted, like the governor of Maiduguri and others as well. But having to understand that it is actually your duty to do the best of the best, to do your utmost best to the end for you to make sure that the people of your state are doing okay, whether it is in the city, whether it is in local communities. You have to do as much as you can in making sure that you deliver the purpose of being there.
I think we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Please kindly turn down the audio of your TV set.
Yeah. My name is Baladaladi.
Please, I can still hear myself at the background. Kindly turn down the audio of your TV set so we can hear you clearly.
Okay, let me do that.
Thank you.
Are you okay now?
Yes, thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Baladaladi. I'm an indigenous of Gombe State calling from Abuja in Asokoro.
Good. Okay. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. My own opinion has to do with my own state. I overheard the last caller talking of mentioned some governors which have done very well. Yes, of course, you know, as a human, you cannot be 100%, but at least you have to justify what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I'm living in Tumfure, which is under Ako local government, right in Gombe State there, not even far from local government. Tumfure, be specific. We have been suffering of water in that very place. But since before the governor comes, and when he comes, we show him, we appeal to him so many times in respect of water. We have to buy a tanker. A drum of water, if I tell you how much of a drum of water, they will not believe it. And up to now I'm speaking to you, we have done all we can do, but there's everything with no avail. So you look at some of these things. If at somebody were in the rural area, you say you're rural, but you're in Gombe State. Before you get to Gombe City, if you know where they're calling Tumfure local government, before the NNPC, it's a left place at the middle of the state. So I see no reason why some of these things cannot be rectified. Another we have a dam. We have a link water on the ground there, just for them to link us. We have been emphasizing, we've sent series of edits now, but the governor come out and do things for us. So emphasizing, we use the media and the press to assist us in terms of all these kind of things. Water is the more important thing in human's life. And you look at when somebody is pressed under where you don't know how to use water, I think it's something for somebody to speak out, please. Please do help us. And I pray God will give us those who will do it for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in and sharing your thoughts. When it comes to providing certain amenities, for
basic amenities, when it comes to water, electricity, education, healthcare, those are basic things that need to be provided.
And then, Hauwa, you get to see that, you know, some communities in some states are still grappling with having access to basic amenities. We just had one complaint. Only God knows, you know, how many people have these complaints to give out.
In different states, in
different communities. It is not enough. I keep saying it, and this time and era that we are in, that basic amenities like water, healthcare, is still a problem. I mean,
exactly.
What is going on?
As you said, it is quite a shame in this time and age, in the times that we are of advancement, that Nigeria is still suffering from having basic amenities delivered to them when it comes to electricity. Electricity should not be a problem. Which country has a problem when it comes to electricity? When it comes to water, when it comes to roads,
when it comes to healthcare,
education as well. Those are the basics in making sure that it shapes and enables people in their environment.
Absolutely. Yes, we have Ade on the line. Good morning, Ade. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Namuna. Good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning, Ade. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yeah, Namuna, I have a big correction or observation.
Go ahead.
The opening speech, Namuna, you said, please call in anywhere you are in Nigeria. Don't say anywhere you are in the world.
Pardon us, yes. Everywhere you are in the world.
Sincere apologies, Ade. Thank you for that correction. I thank you for calling in.
We contributed $24 billion to Nigeria this year alone.
Absolutely. We are not diminishing your contributions.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I'm already affected.
Thank you so much.
The government, the thing, what I've said about those things, like I normally say all the time, they are not, my own governor is not performing at all. At all. Because people are complaining, my people there, this Christmas alone, I sent money to 55 people in my state. They are not my family, because when they tell me stories, so the government is not doing any, it might be doing something, but to the public, no. Because people are complaining. That's my state. Now, what the governors lack is this. Some of them, they don't focus on the ideal. They focus on going to Abuja. Lagos alone, Lagos, they had $2 trillion. I mean, 2 trillion naira. Ideal. Go and Google it. Ask Google that. How much did Lagos go for ideal in 2025 monthly? Google will tell you. And another media station will analyze it 3 days ago when they interviewed the government. $2 trillion. I mean, I don't know why I'm calling dollar. I mean, I'm abroad. 2 trillion naira. You see, for IGR. So if the government can create their IGR in every state, and you can imagine adding that to what they collect in Abuja, then, but the problem we have is corruption. You see, if we don't kill corruption, corruption will kill our economy. Nigerian citizens are not supposed to lack. God has blessed us everywhere in Nigeria. There is blessing here. Then look at it. The governor, I don't know. And after 8 years, they will leave the place. Look at the former governor of Edo State. He's in London here. Wait from one restaurant to another restaurant to another restaurant. He can't go back home. Is that a life after 8 years? So I don't know why they don't fear God like this. It's corruption. So people are not, even look at the UK as UK, retiring all pensioners, all of us, they send money to everybody. You don't need to apply for it. They do it because they have all your data. So in Nigeria, they don't care about these common people. The government don't know how to go to bed and sleep. You see? And they don't care about raising their idea in their state. They don't rely on the money coming from. That's why there's corruption everywhere. You see? That's what is killing us. And so what is the money? So, my own is that let God pray for our country. Honestly, it's God's prayer. It's only God can rescue Nigeria. I'm not happy because I've advised government to create a social welfare state government. Whereby we begin speaking to people who are unemployed. Give them something every week or every month as you do it every week. Well, you can do every month. Local government, give something to poor people, the widows, so help them. That will cushion their effect. But no, they don't do that unless the election is coming. People are not supposed to talk. Nobody will laugh in the UK. I guarantee you that. This Christmas, even those people sleeping off, there are some people who sleep outside because maybe they're homeless or whatever, something happens. When it comes to Christmas, they will go and government will get a big horse. Who sit at there, new clothes, they check their hair, medical, everything, they put them there. They make sure they enjoy the Christmas. So let's have empathy. God will bless Nigeria. God will uphold Nigeria. And God will bless Menuna and Hauwa. God will bless your nation. Good morning.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so much, Ade, for calling. And the phone lines are still open. I'm going to correct myself. Wherever you are in the world, please do well to call in and tell us what you think about this. What is your experience, your concerns, and your perspective on, the performances of governors when it comes to delivering basic amenities for their communities. All right, then let's take a look at some of our WhatsApp messages. We have a message from Amara from Lagos State, and it says, "Good morning. Things keep growing from worse to worse because no one wants to take responsibility. I sometimes wonder why we have a government isn't for accountability. If the citizens' plight had been addressed, these questions won't be in the first place. Thank you, Amara, for sending in your message from Lagos. Well, the phone lines. Okay, all right then. That's the much we can take for our phone-in segment to those who called in and also sent in their WhatsApp messages. Thank you for sharing your thoughts this morning. We'll take a short breather now, and when we come back, we'll dive into our discussion segment. And this morning, we'll be looking at the tax law saga, analysis on public outreach over lingering uncertainty. We'll be right back.